Okay, today is February the 21st, 2017, and right now at 9 p.m. we have a temperature of 50 degrees in the foothills of Los Angeles. We've got a relative humidity of 95%. The dew point is 49 degrees, and we have a barometric pressure of 30.13, which has risen quite a bit. We've also had a quarter inch of rain in the last 3 days. We had 4 inches of rain back on the 17th and 18th. And since that time, we've had another quarter inch, and that brings the total up to 21.12 for the season. So that's good news. Plus, there's more rain on the way. But look what's happening here. We have a jet stream flow moving all the way through Southern California right here. And the reason we're not getting very much rain out of this is because there's a lot of aerosol chemtrail spraying right over the top of this incoming moisture field. All right, so let's take a look at the water vapor map. We can see that flow moving right into Southern California. Let's take a look at the jet stream map, which I think is right here. You have half a map. Refresh that and see what happens. Okay, got half a map. And we can see that flow right into Southern California, but the problem is, let's go ahead and take a look at the MODIS Today map and find out why we're not getting that rain. And we see here's that moisture field moving right into Southern California. Let's just pan down a little bit. Here is Los Angeles right over here, greater Los Angeles, and we have a lot of moisture moving in. And we can see the natural clouds right here, this brilliant white. This is all the natural water vapor laden clouds, but we see this gray crap, which is all over the place, sprayed over the tops of these clouds, which is the jet stream moving in to the northeast. Here we have the Nevada border, and we've got the Colorado River. All of this has been sprayed over. And we see that all that gray haze. This is the chemtrail spraying that is going on. The jets are spraying these aerosols. And you'll notice that out here on the west coast, these jets that are flying at 40 to 45,000 feet are not flying in prescribed FAA flight corridors. They fly crisscross patterns, X patterns. Sometimes they fly in circles. I've got a video of a horseshoe, which I have to dig out. These planes do not fly in the flight lanes here in Los Angeles. And anyone that lives in LA knows we've got 4 or 5 major international airports. You've got LAX, you've got Ontario International, you've got Orange County International Airport down by Newport Beach. You have Palm Springs Regional Airport. You've got Burbank. You've got Mojave. And plus, there's all sorts. There's dozens of small airports all over the Los Angeles area as well. So it's a very busy corridor for incoming commercial and outgoing commercial flight traffic. So these jets that are flying never show up on the flight tracker radars. And I saw a post up on the channel. I think it was today. Somebody posted, some shill posted a video of the government debunking the chemtrails. So I quickly deleted that, and there were several comments. All of that went out the window because we just won't tolerate that kind of bunk on this station, on this channel. All right, so we see the chemtrail haze right here. This gray stuff. This has been sprayed over the entire jet stream flow. Let's go back to the map again and see that jet stream right into California, right over Los Angeles. We should be getting a lot of rain. We're just getting small amounts of rain right now, just maybe the 16th overnight is what we got last night. Here we have the western U.S. water vapor map. We can see that Pineapple Express right there. This is coming from below the latitudes of Hawaii. Let's go to the bigger map here. We can see put the grid on. We can see that right here on 20 degrees north is where this jet stream is flowing from, all the way right into Southern California. And yet we're not getting any rain. Let's look at the Doppler map right now, and we can see that there's pretty much zero rain showing up on the Doppler map. as that jet stream flow moves right through Southern California. Now, this should be bringing inches of rain right here. This is an atmospheric river of water right out of the tropics. And again, there's no rain. Look at the Doppler map once again. There's a little bit of rain right here out past the Channel Islands. We zoom in. A little bit of rain out here, but this has all been sprayed over with chemtrail haze. And once again, the chemtrails are sprayed over the tops of the moisture field moving in, and that causes the capping inversion layer that prevents the lift in the atmosphere. We have to have two things for precipitation, for rain. We have to have two things, and the first thing you have to have is moisture, and the second thing we have to have is lift. And these chemtrails prevent the lift. They prevent the lift. They cap the atmosphere, and we do not have precipitation. It's just that simple. And so anybody telling you otherwise is either a shill or they're uninformed and they watch too much daytime television. All right, so here we have the northeast Pacific water vapor loop, and we see that we've got a gale force system right here, which is moving to the south, sort of the south east. And also we have another weather system, I believe it is right here, and we've got some high pressure developing, and that will maintain the separation. We have a transmitter on top of this system, and we can see there's also a vertical channel of high pressure that's been installed to separate this next moisture field from flowing into the vortex right here. Let's take a look at this in the infrared map. We can see that big channel right here. There's actually a right angle right up there. I just noticed. Look at that, right up there. Right there. Look at that. That's about a 90-degree right angle, which is a right angle. That's defined as 90 degrees, a right angle. And there it is. Okay, so what we see is that big barrier that's been built in right there, and that is going to separate this low pressure vortex, which is taking on moisture. We can see that everything is spiraling into that vortex. But notice the effect right here, what's happening right in this area. It's breaking all that down. It's preventing this moisture from wrapping around and getting into that low pressure center right there. And we have this blockade, as I just was showing right here. That's preventing any of this moisture from wrapping into this area of low pressure. We've got high pressure installed right here, just in time to prevent this from flowing down over Hawaii. You can see all that outflow right there. Look at that. So that will shield Hawaii right here. What's going on right here? That will prevent this from moving down and over Hawaii. All right, and then we have high pressure in this area as well. That looks like that is engineered. That was installed. Something right here. I'm not sure what this is. There's high pressure. We've got clockwise rotation there, and so it's unclear what's going on there. We've got moisture moving in. Maybe they're trying to break that down so that the people up here at Orville Dam will get a break. That's kind of what it looks like. This whole area of moisture is surrounded by high pressure. That's kind of what it looks like all the way around that. Okay, let's move on to these other maps. You can see this is all moving into Northern California. This here is moving down to the southeast. This may bring us the rain later in the week for Friday, Saturday. You can see the high pressure barrier built in right here. This is all transmitter generated. This is separating this warm tropical moisture flow from all this colder North Pacific moisture, which is dropping down. So they've got this all separated with high pressure. This is a transmitter generated barrier, an electronic fence, I call it. Let's look at the geostationary water vapor map, and we can see some other detail here. We have a lot of chemtrail spraying going on. We can see that. Also, right here in the, you can also see that gale force system right here as well. This is being manipulated. There's a flat right there in the core of that thing. Looks like a half moon. Going back to the water vapor map right here, we can really see the chemtrail spring right in this area, right over Arizona. So you viewers out in Arizona, I would be willing to bet you $1,000 you're being heavily sprayed over, because we can see it right here. All this crisscrossing chemtrail spraying going on. Same thing in New Mexico. And of course, once again, the Doppler map out here in Arizona is showing 0 rain, and pretty much the same story in New Mexico. Northern California, they're getting rain and snow. You can see that Orville transmitter, which is chopping up the snow pattern up here. Okay, all right, let's take a look at the quickly at the surface analysis map. We can see these two lows. This one's moving to the southeast. Same thing with this gale force system. So both of these are moving in towards Southern California. We got this high pressure that we were showing. That's separating these. Also out here we have a developing hurricane force system, a 960 millibar. This is all moving to the north. And we got something over the Aleutian Islands. This is moving to the northeast. And the swell report, we've got 15-foot seas right off of central and southern California, 14 foot, 9 and 14 feet. Okay, so that's the report for tonight. Just leave it right here, and we'll do another update later.